Hi guys, welcome back. Some of you have requested a video on a double din into a VZ Commodore, so I'm going to show you today. I'm going to surprise the missus by putting in a DVD with GPS. And it is a DNX5330BT GPS, so because the woman knows where they're going, so how they like it, another woman telling them what to do. So gotta surprise the missus, and if she's subscribed onto this video, well, they won't be surprised then. She will see it, hopefully. Okay. First up, let's remove some of these stuff. She's got stuff everywhere. So first up, let's take out whatever we got, as in CDs and stuff, and then I'll show you how to do it. Okay, got our trusty pick again. Let's turn on the system and take out whatever CDs in here. Eject all the CD, because once you remove this and if there's no if there's still CD in there and you disconnect the power to it, guess what, the CD is going to be stuck in there until you power it up again. So grab some tools. We're gonna take this back, okay? These come out pretty easy with these pins. So just push it into the there until it goes into the locator, and then just pull it out like that, and it'll come out. Sometimes they're a little bit of a struggle, but once it gets into the where the tabs are, you should remove it pretty easily. Sometimes it's too wet sometimes. There we go, and she's out. Okay, we'll place that gently on the side there somewhere so it doesn't get put up. Now these, once again, fairly easy to remove. There's two there after we take this panel off, but first let's just take off this console here. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, start from the back, work way to the front, but let's just remove some of this rubbish that so the partner has caught its good stuff. So there's always a screw in there, so let's just take off this rubber piece down here. Spill tray, sorry, that's what it's called. It's Monday morning, so excuse me. Had a big weekend, so yeah. There's a screw over there, Phillips, so just use a drill or so, get in there and just remove that little screw. Pop into the center console there in the back, do a tray so you can't lose any of the screws. Now work from the back here, pop, use these, but just push it in and then just twist it, and that will bring it up like that. Okay, so do that the same all the way through. When you get to the front here, twist it back towards here and come out like that. Okay, it's fairly simple, these ones. And just to remind yourself to disconnect these terminals, sorry, these plugs for the window control. This has been a Calais, so it has ESP traction stuff and factory Bluetooth. So just remove those, place it somewhere nicely. Okay, now with this, you got 2 screws down there. Okay, that will get this one off, plus 4 up here as well. So 1, 2. The Calais, opposed to your exec models and stuff, would have, hopefully you can see that, we have the drink holders like that. I mean, so just be careful when you take them out. They tend to get stuck a bit because on the rubber foam, but you should be alright. So let's just remove this top part up here, and there's another rubber spill tray. Get that one off. That will expose 4 Phillips again. Remove those. I like to use a drill because it just makes my life a lot quicker and easier. Some people like the conventional screwdriver. Not me. I like the drill. It's a lot quicker, like I said. Now with this, just lift it up a little bit slightly and push it back towards you. Remember this, with this having a climate control, they have plugs because all electronics, whereas your exec model will have all mechanical stuff. Okay, and there's only 1 plug for the hazard. But with this, be like I think 3 and the hazards. So just remember to remove them and then put them back. If you don't plug them back, you're not going to have no heater. So just remove them, press the tab in, and then unplug. If it gets a bit hard, just press the tab in and wiggle at the same time. That makes it a lot easier to come out. Okay. There's 3. If I said 4, excuse me, I mean 3. Okay, now we've got these 2 Phillips here. That holds a factory cradle in, or a cage, whatever you want to call it. Proper terms, I think it's a cradle. So there's normally 1 at the back here, where there's none on this one. So you can press this down a little bit and the bottom up slightly, just to make it easier to pull it out. Okay, and then you've got 3 plugs sort of thing to have the holes that in, and then this is the antenna. It's a Euro antenna, so just unplug that, take it out. Okay. The wiring loom, I've already prepared it, so like all my other videos, you know, you got your amp turn on or remote trigger, your fronts, your earth. The reason why I've done this is so some units require a earth for the handbrake to enable the video to turn on, but I just link it directly to the earth there, so you can watch the video at all times instead of using the handbrake only, which defeats the purpose of having a DVD player in the car. But each to their own. So it's already all done. This got dual antenna thingy. Just use the grey ones. Like on your normal ones, just put it in. Yep. Make sure it's in there tight. I just like to tape it up a bit, just to press these in a little bit, so just prevents it from coming back out again, which 90% of the time won't come out. Okay, so this way here, we just give it a nice firm tug on the tape there. With that being tight in there, she's not going to come out, and there's a little bit of tape coming onto the antenna adapter there. That stops it from moving and coming out. Okay, now you can pull the loom back towards you, the factory loom, sorry, back towards you, so it gives you a little bit of room to play there, like that. Okay, with this one here also, being the new Kenwoods, they come with a steering wheel remote trigger. Okay, sorry, not trigger, programmable wires. Okay, now I'll show you step by step on how to do it. Okay, so let's get to it. So first here we got, say that's the plug. Okay, so we got this side here will be your power and stuff, and this side here will be your speaker. Okay, turn it the other way, and here we got is your black with white trace is your negative, so let's push that into that, and then right next to it on the will be your constant, which is an orange with a black trace. Okay, then from the black down here you got a brown with a white trace. That's normally your illumination or parkers. What that means is when you turn on the lights, your head unit dims down a little bit, so it's not too bright at night time. Doesn't put any glare in your eyes, so you know, makes it safer when driving. On the other side of that, we've got antenna trigger. That's for your electric antenna, which is a yellow with a red trace. Okay, so you can remember black and white light up the night, that's your illumination. Yellow red trace, antenna. Okay, now we've got a red wire from our aftermarket loom that should go into our yellow there on the top part next to the illumination. Okay, that's your accessory. That's when you turn on the key that gives the power to here, which turns on the aftermarket head unit. So that part there is done. Now the next plug here, these are just a normal ISO harness. We've got rear left going down from the top of the plug here, rear left, rear right, front left, rear left. Okay, so I'll tell you the colors in a second. So the rear right is normally a blue. Okay, so the blue with a black trace will be your negative rear right, and that's on this side over here, sorry. So that goes with our purple with a black trace, blue with black trace. Okay, then we've got a purple, which is rear right positive, that goes with a blue with an orange. Then we've got a front right after that, which goes into the greens. Okay, now the green with dark green, sorry, is your front right negative. Light green is your front right positive. And after that we've got our front left. Okay, and the front left negative is a grey, and front left positive is a creamy beige colour. Okay, and after that we got our rear left. So that's front left, now it's rear left. Rear left negative is your yellow with a blue trace, and that goes into our green with a black trace. Our green, solid green, with that goes into our brown with a black trace. That's our rear left positive. Okay, I know it's got a black trace, but that's been a positive there. Now that's pretty much done there. I'll show you with the steering wheel control. Okay, these are fairly easy, and they're also labeled as well, like steering wheel remote ground. Okay, and then input 1. Sometime on some cars you might need input 1 and 2, but for this application on the Commodores you only need 1 input, because on the steering wheel here, I don't know if you can see that there, and so they got the input trigger. and it all connects to just one, so you only need one. Okay, now if you look at the plug being with the tabs on this side, on the right hand side, okay, you should see like looks like two little ones up there, okay, tiny one. This way here, in the middle, okay, so you go 1, 2, 3, the third one in, that's your single control ground or negative trigger, okay. And just sort of like just on the bottom of that, but towards the right a little bit, okay, so that will be your input 1 there. Don't touch the other guys, because that will be for your telephones and stuff like that, but don't worry about it anyway, we don't need that. So just these two here, so middle of it, okay, towards the left a little bit is your ground, on the bottom towards the right a little bit is your input 1. Now that loom's all done, okay, just got popped out there, push it back into that. Now we're going to tape it all up. Take that out of the way, won't need that, so take this guy out of the way as well. Hopefully she likes this and she won't go, yeah, why, I don't need it. No, I'm sure you do. There you go, that's just tapped up like that. So we've got the remote, and we also got the remote for the amp to turn on, remote trigger. If she ever wants an amp and subs and stuff like that, that's what we can tap off to turn it on. Now the loom been done, okay, we can fold, clean it up a little bit at the back here, so fold some stuff back, okay. So this one here with the DNX is just the reverse sensor trigger and the handbrake trigger, which we can plug directly into here. So that goes a constant pull straight away. Now we're going to just run the microphone from up here down. Just taking my time today because there's no rush. Pop this down a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Just pop this down a little bit and run our 3.5mm jack down here. Tuck it through. And then run it down. And then that should pop it all back in. Don't pull it all the way out, just a tad only. And then we'll just run the microphone down the column there. So the pillar. Untangled it before, sorry. Just run it all the way down, just use your fingers, run it down, and behind the bonnet lever. Pop this down a little bit, fairly easy, just pop it from the top here, pull back towards here, downwards a little bit, and that should come right out, okay. Go through the fuses part. And then we can go straight across towards the head unit with the VZs. I can't remember was it the VTs or the VZ that was one of them is a little bit of a pain. I think it was a BT. Here's the VZ. We can almost grab it through this way. It was the BT that was the pain. So there. Grab that through. Close up our fuse compartment. And then we're just going to waste up all the excess wires there. Waste it up. Don't need to make it super long, just enough. You know? So when you push the head unit back in, it doesn't go all over the joint, you know, and it starts getting caught onto these things. So just a couple of inches out, this should be fine. Okay. Don't need these tools anymore. So let's go towards the bench here, and I'll show you how to put one into a cradle. Come on, guys. Hopefully you can see. Yep. And what they need, all the food. Just the wire cable that I need. This particular model anyway. We just need some screws. 3 on each side should be sufficient. So grab this DNA bracket, put it in, and you can see that, okay, there's like a factory stopper sort of thing, so just go right onto it, okay, that makes it nice. And then we'll just block some of our screws in. Tip of the screw will get put onto the plastic there. Just makes your life a little bit harder. Forward and side. Run your fingers along it and make sure it's all smooth and fine. One more down here. Yep. Nice and smooth. Okay. Also, that's the pressure goes on. Oops. Flip over, mate, guys. Come on. I'll show you. Hopefully you can see still. Okay. Now the wiring's all done and stuff, so what we're going to do is just place our GPS, being a GPS unit, up here. Best place for it, I reckon. Right. Oh, you can even go on the side there, it's fine, you know. anywhere up there is fine as long as it gets signals. I'll just pop it in there like so. That's fine. It's got plenty of space for it now. So I'm going to probably even bring it back a little bit over here. Place it there a little bit. And then we'll just tuck this all the way down. Okay. Easier if we can remove this stick tape that I put on before. And then bring it down. Just place the just place access. Give me a second. I'm gonna pop you on pause. Okay, sorry guys, had a customer come in, so you know, had to do some of that. Okay, now let me get back to it. Here's the DVD player. The GPS is ran. The microphone is ran. Antennas plugged in with the Euro, our loom, our handbrake trigger on, is all plug it in. So first off, plug in the handbrake and also the antenna first, because that normally gives us an earth. Then we can plug in our harness in, and then we can quickly put in our steering wheel remote control, microphones, and then the GPS antenna. Once all plugged in, just move it towards the back there. Towards the side on the left there, because there's plenty of gap there. Move it in. Be gentle if you like. Now that sits in there, and see these? That's where the factory cradle goes, and this aftermarket one, which is provided by DNA, that's got the same locator, so the screws will go directly back into it. Okay, now we'll get our front panel here. Just plug it all back in here. So that would go to there. Our hazard goes back in as well. Don't forget that, or else the indicators won't work. It's all connected. And then we've got one more, which is part of the climate control. And that goes back in like so. Okay, now push this in a little bit, but don't go all the way yet, because we need to put our pressure on. So 3 taps, up, clip, up, and then clip like that. Okay. That should go like that. Nicely push it all back in so it holds it in there nice and firm. So it's flush as well. Let's screw some of these guys in through the bottom. And the 4 that's on top there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can put our rubber screw tray back on and whatever's in here, close it up. That's done. Close up that guy. Now remember this, let's push it back in. Okay, just make sure it goes under these two tabs first. Plug in our window control plug, like so. ESPN thingy jiggy, telephone. That should all. Now put it right back in, like so. Nice and firm. Put a little screw back on the side there. It goes on a weird angle like that. Screw tray. Just run your fingernails along it, and then the rubber will go behind the plastic there. Okay. Now let's turn it on. We got the Garmin navigation for 2017. So let's do this. Interface, iPod, leave it as iPod. First camera, don't worry, just finish it up. Okay. Let's go to nav. Yes, I agree. Where to? Just let's do maps first, hey? Point satellite. Get back out of there for a second. Let's just go to radio for 2 seconds. Yep, radio's on, it's working. And let me show you how to program the steering wheel control, okay? So what we do is, hopefully you can see like that. Go to your menu. Just go towards the settings. Setup. System, I believe it was. System. Touch security. No, not that one. Menu. Setup. And it could be software, could be scrub display. No, that's not what we wanted. Source. Double check everything. Bluetooth, iPod, DivX. No, that's not the one. Software. No, don't need software updating. Navigation. Interruption of camera. No, we don't need him either. AV out. Nope, don't need that one. Navigation. Try it out. Nope. Okay. Not reverse camera, sorry. Touch. Let's try that. No, cancel. User interface. Here we go. Now we got something. We're getting somewhere. Steering wheel. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so you have to have the handbrake trigger to activate this part. Okay, so what we do is we just turn on to ignition, gives it full power, hold on to the mode button, okay, and that's going to start learning. Unless it's come off, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't, so if it did come off, then we've got to take it out and plug it back in and then retry this. So yep, otherwise it would have got into it by now. So I'm just going to pop you on hold, take the system out again and make sure it goes in. Okay guys, yeah, rectify the problem. Well, what happened is we need to turn it on first. Okay, hopefully you can see that on the steering wheel. We need to turn it on first, get into this menu, okay? Unlike the newer models where you can put everything back and then program it, this one here we need to turn it on, get into this menu here, the steering wheel control, okay? Then we can plug it in, okay? Because if you have it plugged in, it won't access this model mode, okay? And you can't program anything, so you need to plug it all in first, get it all going, okay? Get into the steering wheel. Now you hold whatever button you want. Make sure it's on. Okay, get back out of there, sorry. Get back out. Move it up. Steering wheel. Hold the button. Sorry, go back out of there. Unplug it. So unplug it. Okay. Then go down to it. Go set. So there's nothing. Now we're plugging it back in. There we go. Okay. Now I can start to do stuff. So. Let's go mode, so source, what's this, fast forward, so we go, oops, fast forward, rewind, that, other side, hold the mute button in, source, out. Please, okay, he wants us to do the first one again, so let's go back out, so give it back out, don't need that one. Drop it down, get back into it. After it's all cleared, all this, yes, now we've got the source. Fast forward, hold it down. Rewind, mute, just alt, volume up, volume down, and done. So that is all done. We get back out, and we go to set up memory. Would you like to memorize all? Yes. Memorize it, yes. Yes. Now writing to, so which means even if we disconnect the battery, this will all come back to us again. Okay, so let's just test it all out. So we've got to should have went to radio. There we go. See, iPod, Pandora, USB, TV, video, Bluetooth, standby, radio. From up, from down, fast forward, rewind, beautiful. This is all put it back together, okay? Now we can turn it off. So make sure it's all in properly. Corked at the bottom there. Wheel control still plugged in. put everything back together again. Okay, we'll get our front panel here. Drop this guy back in. Get our gadgets. Back in up there. And our other part of the climate control is over here. Back in as well. Sometimes a little bit tricky. Just got to make sure you line it up. There you go. Back in, but not all the way because we're going to put this fascia kit back in. So push it in, clip. Now that can go all the way back in like that, like so. 2 screws in the bottom here. That's where we hold our fascia kit in from the bottom. Pour this on top again. Drip tray again, in, close the top part, close this little guy. That should sit in there like that. Once this goes in, plug our window. Our telephone answering, and also the ESP traction control thingy in as well. Make sure you get it under and then down, like so. We can put our drip tray on the bottom here first, run across, and then put our little screw in. In the corner there. Done. Yep. All good to go again. Takes a while, but yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching this time. Okay. Thanks for watching, and yeah. Hope you like it. Subscribe. Yeah, hope to see you guys on the next one. Cheers.